Welcome to Dance to Heal. I'm your host, Jenny C. Cohen. Join me as I share stories of how dance and movement can bring healing in a way that is safe and tailored to your life. I'm a cancer survivor, mother of two, and an award-winning performer who found that movement was vital to my recovery. I created Dance to Heal Wellness and also authored the best-selling book, Outside in Recovery, Dancing My Way Back to Myself After Breast Cancer. I will bring new techniques to help you on your dance journey and healing path. Are you ready to move? Dance to Heal starts now. I had all these grand plans to do a really fancy end of this month recording to celebrate the end of October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And life got lifey. I had so many things happening, including a fridge that went out and we had to get a new one that's being delivered in a few days. And I thought, you know what? Let's have a real talk session where my bangs aren't in place. Folks, this is what almost 10 years post-op looks like. Post being cancer-free, post being declared cancer-free looks like. Yeah? I am now 56 years young, and I will be officially coming in January of 2025. I will be 10 years cancer-free. And I just launched, today is the second day of this really amazing event. My brainchild is called Sweet Life Retreat. It started yesterday on National Chocolate Day. I love today because the day of this recording, where this episode will launch on Wednesday, the day of this particular recording for this last episode of October is National Cat Day. If you haven't figured it out yet, if you go to my social medias, I love cats. I have a lot of cats. I have dogs too. I love dogs. And we just happen to have a plethora of cats who are, by the way, launching their very own membership. We'll speak on that another time. However, I digress. We are coming to the end of this month. This is an off the top conversation. I want you to know whether or not you've ever had cancer. Because we are all survivors of the pandemic, we are post a big T. And we all need to heal. And that's part of why I started the Sweet Life. That's the reason why I launched the Sweet Life Retreat. We all are deserving of a sweet life. And you're watching this recording, the day it launches or the week it launches, registration is still open. You can sign up at the general admission rate and get access all the way up until, I believe, November 2nd, right? Everything is accessible to you, which includes the 3 live sessions and the 11 amazing speakers that I have lined up for you. Watch session 1 first. It will give you a really excellent, if I say so myself, exercise to do so you know which speakers to begin with. Okay? If you upgrade to VIP, you get access on everything until December 31st. Why? Because after December 31st, some of the material we're covering, if you haven't looked at it by then, it's of no use to you. I don't want to be a part of the extra third or fourth or fifth or 10th book you bought that's still sitting on your bookshelf. All right? And with the VIP upgrade, you're donating to Raw Epiphany, which is a 501c that actually has been donating classes, my stretch classes, to the general public every day of the month of October. It's called Move to Bloom series. You will get the recording of those classes as part of your VIP upgrade. I was part of a collaboration book called Radical Freedom, produced by Jessica Hughes and her amazing, amazing program. And that is a multi-time, different international, different country #1 bestseller on Amazon. You'll get a PDF copy of that. You will have free admission to the end of December your Sweet Year Challenge that's being launched. You get free general admission to that. If you want to upgrade, it will be, of course, a reasonable cost that will then, of course, go to Raw Epiphany. All my VIP upgrades for these events will be going towards Raw Epiphany because then it helps them donate more to the general public, right, for these movement stretch classes. So that's really what most of this episode is going to be about, is talking about why do you want people to have a sweet life if we can't see the sweetness and why we're still here after the pandemic. Then it would be as if, when Thor snapped his fingers and everyone disappeared and they came back. We don't get to unsnap our fingers for the people who left us, and we're here now. And even as I speak, some of us are suffering losses of people that left us for non-panini reasons. I call it the panini because, we all have different definitions about whether or not the pandemic is over. Yeah. So part of why I, as a survivor of breast cancer, find it imperative to find the sweetness of life for me is that it helps me find meaning and why I'm alive and I'm still here. Why does my neck look so funny, y'all? Okay, so if you're on the podcast platforms, I am looking at the way my neck has narrowed down a lot. It's because I've been doing that extra neck massage that I talked about in day 2 of Sweet Life. Ooh, my neck's looking toned. You have to go to the YouTube episode to see this because I went into a whole thing about how Sweet Life also encapsulates being comfortable in your physicality and how much you deserve something as simple as skincare. hmm That includes you men too. Remember, breast cancer also can happen to men, right? I'm an equal opportunity educator, all right? Where was I? I was talking about something. Doesn't matter. My point is the sweet life is accessible to every one of us. And if you are in active mourning or recovery, or even just feeling lost, this is your call to action. It's time you find the sweetness of life for you, whatever that means. Oftentimes, because I'm now in entrepreneurship and in coaching, many of my mentors speak on niching down for your avatar, your ideal client, your dream client, so many different ways to call your customer. And I want to flip that on its head and ask, have you found your niche of your sweet life, of your very unique needs? It goes back to the snowflake thing, how, not the negative political thing, step away. The adage, the story about how every one of us, yes, we're all humans. Yes, we're all male, female, gender neutral, different combinations of that. We are also very unique in who we are, in the combinations of genetic material in our slight different mutations. Even identical twins are not identical down to some of their genetic things. They're different. Okay, so just be aware of that. You are very unique. And in that way, no matter what type of program and how comprehensive they say it is, you actually still need to tweak it to your own individual experience. When my husband and I were starting to explore becoming parents, because my husband had testicular cancer, we had stored sperm before he went in for his surgery and before he started his chemotherapy. And we were exploring doctors after his cancer was over and we wanted to become parents. We were exploring ways to become pregnant. And this is one place we went to. It shall remain nameless. It was located on Long Island, though. And the doctor, and thinking that he was being very clear, described the process as a conveyor belt. You come to this station for your workup. You come to this station for your drugs. You come to this station for the putting in of the eggs. And I kept thinking to myself, I know you have a protocol. I'm not denying how effective it is. I still want to be seen as an individual. And I'm asking the same of you. I know you're hearing this message from me. It's just a part of the message of what you need for yourself. And if I can play a small role in helping you find that, I am so honored. And I want to urge you through a lot of my podcasts, especially this past month of October. I want to urge you to come back and listen to a few more times and make sure that you are here. Make sure and acknowledge you're hearing different things in what we speak of or anything that you find of value. Even a book. I should put my book on Audible, shouldn't I? Yeah. Anyways, anything that you find really resonates, go back and listen to it multiple times. It takes you quite a while to fully integrate it, right? Right? Yeah? Great. All right. So, on that note, we're going to end this week's episode a little bit sooner because my goal for you is to go back for this 4 weeks previous episodes and re-listen if any of it resonated with you. Goal 2, to bring your attention to the Sweet Life Retreat that is concurrently going on right now. We'll pop the registration link below in the description of this episode so that you can make sure you sign on and have access to it at least until the very beginning of November. If you want to have longer time access, immediately upgrade via that link, okay? And then once we bypass the beginning of November, we'll have my assistant change the registration price. So it's just going to be the combined general and VIP registration. Will be one price for you to just have access to this until December 31st. I really want everyone to fully utilize the amazing speakers because once you do VIP, you'll automatically be a part of the Your Sweet Year Challenge. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for listening to Dance to Heal with Jenny C. Cohen. Come back next time to hear stories of recovery through movement and learn more ways that you can move your body. To work with me and continue your journey, visit OutsideInRecovery.com. Are you ready to move?